Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course, my beautiful ancestors. What you see laid before you is the heart of the matter and your opening guidance. Now, this is a general reading for all Sagittariuses, Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus signs. Now, this spread is for a time frame of September 23rd through October 23rd. The first message you have is from the Black-Hearted Oracle, and it's number 2, and it's trust your gut. The message from the Black-Hearted Oracle reads, you know that feeling you get when all seems well, but deep down in your gut, you are becoming uneasy. Something is telling you to move, run, wait, keep silent, or speak up. And if you follow that inner guidance, oh, how you are rewarded for your faithfulness, for following that inner nudge. But on the other hand, when we shrug it off and ignore the signals to act, we learn the lessons of regret for not trusting our inner guidance. The longer we resist, the more intense the lessons become. So choose wisely and learn how to trust your gut. The second message comes to you. I'm a Sagittarius Capricorn Cupster. So the second message comes from the Romance Angel, and it is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. The third message comes from the Shadow and Light deck, and it is Pink Lotus, Time for Spirit. Now, I won't read the whole message because it's quite lengthy. So what I'll read is a few lines from the Pink Lotus Fairy Speaks and the Spirit message. It says, go within, look deeply into your heart, and find the love that overflows in its secret, quiet places. Your love is rich and warm and flowing still, and it is time for you to renew your connection to the source via teachings you will be introduced to soon. The Spirit message reads, spiritual quest, travel, calm, relaxed yoga pose, self-love and self-acceptance, third eye and crown chakra activation, chakra awakening, connection to all, crown chakra connected to the universe, received universal love messages, self-connected peacefully to the earth, peaceful flowing energy in the body, tranquil, sublime, spiritual moments of connections, blessings showering upon you due to correct relationship with body and soul. Time to take a class, course, or new study program. Time to welcome in a new teacher, either in the form of a physical being or perhaps a path that speaks to your heart at this time, or a spirit guide who resonates with you. Know that while this path and tranquil, easeful philosophy may seem out of character for you, it is a deep and true part of yourself that has long yearned for acknowledgement, fulfillment, and the nirvana that is on its way. So please keep in mind the opening guidance as we move through your reading. Now, to open, the first question I ask is how Sagittarius will be represented within the time frame of September 23rd through October 23rd. And the first message I received was the King of Water. Okay. And this is a trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured person. You know, the kings are, of course, the masculine energy. So regardless, though, if you are feminine or masculine, this is referring to the energies. And it says, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. To clarify, I received the 7 of Staffs, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Tower. So what this is saying to me is that for Sagittarius during this month of, the time frame of September 23rd through October, can you see that properly? Okay, I don't know. All right, there we go. From the time frame of September 23rd through October 23rd is that you're going to be standing your ground. You know, the King of Cups also speaks of being balanced emotionally. You know, so if you think about the message of the Pink Lotus, that, you know, if you look at her, she looks totally zen. She looks like she's totally in her sweet spot. So you're going to be standing your ground within this time so that you can maintain a balanced emotion. And I guess this is going to cause someone to be feeling left out. That's going to create some kind of tower moment for them. And behind that emotions, secondly I asked, is what is the emotions behind how you'll be represented? And it was honor the masculine, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. So as I said, regardless if you are male, female, or you represent as masculine or you represent as feminine, that's not what this is discussing. This is just discussing balancing that. You know, if you're feminine and you have been too feminine, then you're embracing the masculine side of yourself. When I asked for clarifiers on this, I received the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Cups. So this speaks of waiting for your ships to come in. You know, you have sent them out and you're waiting for the rewards of your endeavors to come in. And this is about a 2 of Cups. This is like a relationship, a soulmate relationship, you know, when 2 people of 2 equal fulfillment have mastered the Kundalini energies and can come together as one, because each one of them cup is full and they're both standing on their square, if you notice. Okay. Now the intention was self-worth. The intention behind this was self-worth, and it was 9 of Pentacles. So as I was saying now, this could seem as though you're in a relationship, but you're also needing to find something that is more fulfilling for yourself. Because I don't know if this is not your energy of embracing the masculine. If your self-worth is coming into question by this person who's requesting you to honor the masculine, you know, this relationship that you're in. Because you have set your sails, and remember that someone is feeling left out in the cold and caused a tower moment. And the emotions behind this was honor the masculine. But the intention is self-worth and being single. So we'll look in further and see if we can dig up more in this story. Now, the next question that I asked for Sagittarius is what would be the problem that Sagittarius would face, within the time frame of September 23rd through October 23rd. And the first we received was the 7 of Air. Now, the 7 of Air speaks of plans that need to be revised, more going on that meets the eye, and it's poor timing. I wanted to find out what the 7 of Air speaks of, and I clarified, and I got the High Priestess and the 6 of Swords, sorry. And you have to remember that in the opening guidance, it was about trusting your gut. Now, the High Priestess is highly intuitive. You know, this is a person who knows. She has the Torah scrolls. She has the Ankh of life. You know, she is ruled. She may wear the heart on her sleeve, but her lips are closed. So she knows the secrets. You know, and plans need to be revised. This card speaks of moving away from these kind of energies. This is a sneaky person. So I don't know if due to you having to honor the masculine, you know, and wanting to reclaim your self-worth and being single, if you are silently moving away from these kind of energies. But this is a problem that you're going to be facing, is to be able to leave turbulent times. Now, when I asked what the emotions were, it was fertility. So if it should happen that you are pregnant, then congratulations. Hopefully it is what you were seeking. But this card doesn't only speak of pregnancy, even though you do see a woman holding an embryo. But what this card mostly speaks of is potential. You know, it's powerful creative energy. It's initiation energy. So this is the spark of creation. But you got to remember, these are the problems that you're going to be having within this time frame. When I wanted to clarify, Six of Swords again, with the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you can see now that definitely you are wanting to move away from whatever situation this is. But maybe at this moment you're a little stuck. But what you are moving, you need to get out of your head. You know? Again, when the intention, it was creation in Chariot. So as you can see, so far, it's looking like you're stuck at a stalemate. For some reason, there's some kind of stalemate situation happening in your life within this time frame. Now, a second set of energies came out. So I'll just move these over. And if we need to reference to them, we will. The second set of energy was the King of Earth. Now, this is a successful time, confidently accept opportunities offered to you, a Midas touch. So again, these are the problems that you're having. So your inability to create what you're wanting, you know, you're not able to rest because you're stuck in your head with the Nine of Swords. The creation is yearning. You know, the emotions behind all of this is yearning. And I told you, I love to clarify. So you're yearning for an opportunity, you know, an opportunity that doesn't come with these Five of Wands energy. You know, just something, even if it's the smallest opportunity, you're yearning for that. The intentions is your passions. Yeah. And the Moon and the Magician. So maybe you have hidden passions. You know, if you are a person who are involved in the arts, then, you know, maybe that's a problem. Maybe you would like to proceed in a more occult lifestyle and it's frowned upon. Or just maybe you have a hidden passion that you're having a hard time bringing into life, you know, bringing into creation. Having that spark of creativity to bring it forth from the mind into reality. And to move forward with courage. So, Sagittarius, you're going to have to find a way within this time frame of September 23rd through October 23rd to break those barriers. Now, The card that represented your helpful energies were the Five of Fire. And this is the Five of Wands. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Now, at first, you're going to wonder, how on earth could this be an helpful energy? So I needed to clarify. And it's Five of Coins. So you're needing to move away from these areas of conflict by speaking your truth and walking away. Because you have to remember that your self-worth and your freedom from this person who needed you to honor the masculine, that has your self-worth in question. The emotions behind that was divination, prophecy, fate, fantasy, future fortune. So this is saying that if you can leave these Five of Wands energies behind, leave the conflict with others, you know, leave that person or these people out in the cold, speak your truth, or just know your truth for self and move towards something more emotionally fulfilling, it's your fate to be a magician. You know, you have the power. Remember, that was your problem. So it's not that you don't have the ability, it's just that you're not taking up your power. The intention is bittersweet. And the Four of Staffs and the Heartbreak card. Now, so this is saying now that if you are really going to speak your truth and move away, it's going to be bittersweet. You know, if you see this person, they're offering a birthday cake, but in her eyes, there's tears. The doves of transformation are there. But it's a bittersweet because it's going to cause somewhat heartbreak. And it's probably going to affect your home. Now, another emotional card came out was the Moon. So maybe this is going to happen around the Scorpio full moon. But helpful energies to get out of your head. That was also a problem that you were having. So the cards are repeating themselves. That your problems are also going to be your helpful energies. What you're struggling with, if you can manage to get out of your head, it'll be a great deal. You know, and the intention was healing from this rejection. So maybe someone has broken your heart and caused your home to be unstable, and that is the truth, having you feel left out in the cold. You know, these are energies. They can flip-flop. They can be the person that you're dealing with, or they can be you. Now, this is also the second set of energies that came out for helpful energies. That's the Five of Water. This is crying over spilled milk. And I was, as I said, with the Five of Wands. And you've had now in this helpful energies, 5, 5, 5. Now that is a tower moment. That's great change. So now, the Five of Water, as I said, when I see these cards for helpful energies, I'm like, how on earth could that be helpful energy? Things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. What do we get? We found your card, Temperance, the Balance. We found the Five of Swords. Again, another 5. So this is real change. The 10 of Cups and the 8 of Coins. So this 5 of Swords and 5 of Water and the Temperance, this is balance. This is somebody's willing to win at all costs. So being that you have been depressed and saddened, it's time for you to find balance. You know, this this right here, I don't normally see this as a good energy, but laying next to these two good cards, I would have to see it as one. So this is saying, like, pick up your pride. You know, be willing to win at all costs for your 10 of Cups. Work hard on this because it's attainable. Now, the emotions behind this was wave of power. Okay? It says a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. To clarify that, 3 of Swords and the King of Cups. So due to this wave of power, you're going to be able to get over this heartache that you've been going through and balance your emotions. Now, the intentions is facade and victory. So as you can see, as long as you can find balance and move towards your 10 of Cups, which may be your work, and balance out these emotions, you can get rid of this facade, the fakeness that was your life before, or the facade that you're keeping up, you know, because sometimes we go through heartbreak and we put on a smile. But it's saying if you can find your passion, you know, and manifest the King of Cups persona, you'll gain victory and you won't have to keep up this facade. Now, the outcome to your reading is the 4 of Air, which is rest. And with that heartbreak and disappointment and sadness that is a theme throughout your reading, you're going to need it, you know. Remember that the opening guidance was the time for spirit. So within the quiet moments is when you can heal yourself, reconnect with spirit, and find the guidance that you need. And also you can come to a point where you can forgive and learn from the lessons so you do not have to keep repeating them. Okay. To clarify this, I received the Hierophant and the Justice card. Remember, this card also spoke of you needing to meet a teacher or some kind of teaching. Well, this is what the Hierophant represents. So maybe within this time of rest, you know, you'll find that and you'll get justice out of this. Or maybe this is saying that you're going to have to deal with some kind of legal proceedings about this marriage that you might be in, or some kind of court case, you know, but the outcome is that you will find rest through these energies. And the emotions was caution, secrecy, wary. 9 of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Wands. So if you are moving on, get out of your head about it. You know, you might want to keep it secret, but get out of your head and move on. Gratitude with the Knight of Cups and the 6 of Cups. So find gratitude in whatever you're going through, because no matter how hard the lesson, hindsight, it's always beneficial to us. You know, and you'll be able to receive an offer or give an offer where there'll be equal give and take within the next partnership that you might be getting into. But do take the time to rest and heal. Excuse me. Okay, now before we go, I have closing guidance messages for you. And this is from the Sacred Sacred Vision deck, Oracle deck. I love these cards. They're so beautifully illustrated. And the message is number 17, which is 8, which is cyclical. And it's called Release, Shaman, the Song Within. And it reads, to end sorrow and pain, one must have a keen sense of awareness, a clear and simple mind. Simplicity requires a great deal of discipline, intelligence, and sensitivity. It is not an abstract item. The shaman must summon inner strength, not only of thought, but of soul. He must surrender, open, and release himself, as a cocoon must release the butterfly. Inspiration flows through you like the winds of creation, not blustering but soft like the flutter of the butterfly's wings on your cheek. As clouds part and the sun brings forth a wild sensuousness of the earth, awakened and bursting with bloom, opening the rich vitality of your inner heart, new vision bursts forth from your chest with the clarity of an eagle's eye. Your soul knows the landscape of your destiny. Trust in it. Now, as you can see, these messages are going right in line with everything that this is saying. You're going to need some time to heal, Sagittarius, within this time frame. And this comes from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and it's Maive, Cycles and Rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So this is telling you that no matter what you are going through, it's time that you take note and figure out what is going on and honor them. If you're feeling sad, feel it and release it. Now the next ones come from you from the magical fairies. The first one was, this was the first. And it was walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation. Enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Now, I love doing these readings because the messages they're just in line with each other. It amazes me every single time. And the next one says, spring. Your desires fully manifest as the flowers bloom and begin to blossom. Now, lastly, we have from the Earth Magic deck is love and compassion. Now, I'm not going to read all of it, but I will surmise and read a few underlying portions of this. It says, studies by the HeartMath Institute reveal that electrical signals from the heart are up to 60 times stronger than the brain's, and the magnetic field is as much as 5,000 times more powerful. It's a given that our thinking patterns affect our feelings, in turn our reality. What we put out, whether it's love, fear, empathy, sadness, and so forth, contains an incredible amount of power to shape and influence our reality. When the focus of our intention and attention is love and compassion, we recognize no separation between self and other. Respect the fact that your heart is a giver and a receiver. Righteousness, fear, anger, judgment, or some common ways to block your natural desire to love. Forgiveness is not only letting go of judgment, but also seeing through the illusion that you and all that is are separate. Look about you and inside of you and do your best to love whatever you see. Now, in the opening guidance messages we received from the romance angels, forgiving and learning, and it says, as you release the past, it's time you experience more love in the present. And in the closing guidance, we have compassion and release. So Sagittarius, I don't know what it is that you're experiencing within this time frame, but I pray that you can find the strength to continue to love and do not block the best energy that you can possibly have for yourself and others. I pray that you find your inner self in the quiet places, and that may Aunt holds you in her loving graces. Ashe. Thank you for visiting the Black Hearted Oracle. I hope these messages find you well.